of the bills of the Venezuelan currency, the bolivares. Inflation is so high that this money is now completely worthless. It's made entirely of the bills of the Venezuelan currency, the bolivares. Inflation is so high that this money is now completely worthless. And so my friend Jorge over here has gathered a ton of this stuff and turned it into commodities, into purses, into sculptures.
It is worse than it sounds, and it sounds pretty bad.
The country's inflation rate will rise to 1,000,000%.
Esto lo que yo tengo aquí, el que estuviera esto en Venezuela tenía plata, era millonario.
More than 1 million Venezuelans have moved into Colombia in recent years. And in an era of record-setting migration, when borders seem to be getting thicker, harder to cross, Colombia is doing something that you don't see very often. It's opening its doors and it's letting people in.
The border crisis is shocking. It's a real humanitarian crisis.
So as you can see, this is spreading around the world, okay? The currencies around the world are getting weak, all right? And our dollar is no different. Saudi Arabia has went with the BRICS nations, so our dollar is headed for destruction, okay? And the inflation is going to continue to rise, just like Nigeria and Venezuela. So this is the proof that we're at an end, okay? Just more proof, and it's giving you, this is giving you an understanding of what's going to happen, okay, as prophesied in the scriptures. Venezuela, this is coming to America, folks. It's coming to America. People will throw their money into the streets.
Nigeria's push for new currency notes and e-banking is creating an economic crisis ahead of the presidential elections scheduled for February 25th. The case will come up in the country's Supreme Court later today. Even as Nigeria's top court temporarily suspended the ban on enforcing the current deadline to replace the old currency notes, many banks across the West African nation are refusing to accept the old Naira notes, hurting many people and their businesses. Commercial banks were seen turning down people's requests to replace the old notes, angering the public.
When we are talking about cashless policy, it's something that needs to be done in an adequate way, in such a way that once you open your apps, right now, I'm not sure whether we are ready for cashless policy.
It's affecting me because when you go to the bank to withdraw money, minimum you can be able to withdraw from the bank is 3,000. Just 3,000. And 3,000 cannot go a very long way for a business owner.
Citizens have called on the government in Nigeria to address the situation before it gets worse.
Nigerians are faced with the Supreme Court's ruling and the CBN stance on the continuous use of the old Naira notes as legal tenders. Market women, fuel stations, banks are rejecting these old notes for fear of the unknown. Now, Nigerians who hitherto rely on cash transactions to carry out all their businesses are now forced to resort to e-payments. And these e-payment platforms are also having their fair share of challenges. Are we really ripe for the cashless policy as instituted by the Central Bank of Nigeria? Only time will tell. From Lagos, Nigeria, Louisa Olani reporting for We On News.
An useless bank in Nigeria.
The ATMs outside. See the metal bars? I'll show you this. Watch. This is Nigeria.
This is Access Bank at While a lot of people standing out.
Zenith Bank staff fleeing through the back fence.
Alima, gently, Shogbo. Gently, gently, gently. Just move gently. Gently. Don't be scared. Don't be scared. Nothing. Just chop with your leg gently. Bele.
This is how everyone in Nigeria feels right now.
There is no money in town. This is coming to America. Screaming. Everyone is screaming for money and cash. This is going to be the outcry that's going to come to America.